Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a great morning so far. Today's story is gonna be about my sister, my little sister. So, this takes place in Helchita, Utah. So, she had to get up and get ready for work and catch the bus because the school's in Monument Valley, right? And they have to get up early in the morning just to walk down to the bus stop, and bus stop's pretty much in the center of town. And all the kids, her brothers, they took off to school. They're already at the bus stop waiting. She was the last one to go out. And when she was walking down to the bus stop, she said that down the road she seen something, dark, tall, really long arms. And she said it looked like it had a hood on because the head is like a cone shape. But she couldn't really tell much details. But she said the arms were really long, and it's wearing like a black coat or a hoodie for some reason, she said. So she started walking towards the bus, and see, this road probably goes about a mile, I would say. So, or a half a mile, I would say. I gotta be there to show you the distance one of these days when I go back to Helchita. So she said she seen this thing standing on the road and started walking towards her, and she was walking towards it, to get to her bus stop, but this thing was in the way. It was, in between her and the bus stop. And she was staring at this thing and walking slower. She's observing this thing, this whatever it is, And she said that this thing was walking fast, really fast, started going faster, and it was zigzagging on the road coming towards her, like walking from the other end of the road to the other end, coming towards her fast. And she said she stopped walking. And this thing, she said she noticed that it was running. She's seen the legs. It was running. It's bending towards her. It's getting really close. And she turned around. She said all the dogs started barking, and she started hauling butt back to the house. She said all the dogs started barking, and some of them were running behind, like towards her, but not running at her, running towards this thing. She got to the door. She opened it, and my uncle, he was awake. He's like, "What's going on?" And she told him that there's somebody really tall in a black hoodie or black coat that's chasing her. And he grabbed the bat, and he ran outside, and she ran out after him. And he said that there's nobody, and the dogs were barking towards this hill, this really big hill, like about, quarter of a mile away from the house. This distance is pretty far. So they looked up on the hill where the dogs were barking, and they seen that creature, that thing standing on top, and it disappeared over the hill. This things like that happen a lot on the reservation that you can't quite explain. A lot of times we give the skinwalker a little too much credit when it's not him, or them. Skinwalkers are male and female, sometimes teenagers as well. So yeah, for all these years, we're still not sure, but in that community, there's still screaming going around, and this thing runs on top of people's houses still to this very day, jumping from top of the roof to the top of the roof. The dog's going nuts, Then there's a stop sign. People can see the signs, but they would see big pairs of eyes, like a foot taller than those signs, walking around, and even standing by houses and whistling, to make it all creepy. And that's the That's near the area where I had my first Sasquatch encounter. Near the San Juan River. They like to take the river. The locals in Helchita used to call them the river monster, because they would hear screams, loud screams coming from the river. And they would come up and start taking animals. So this was going on well before I was born as well. So yeah, that's my story for today. It's I think to this day I believe it's a Sasquatch, possibly. But yeah, thank you for listening. You guys have a great day. Take care. God bless. Bye.